We'll stop it right there. So that's going to be the conclusion of the debate. Thank you, Atheistic Preacher, and thank you, NoDegree, for your candor. We're going to allow the judges to have their moments to come up with like their scores or who they deem to be the winner of the debate. While they're figuring out their judgments for the debate, I'm going to put up a poll so the audience can vote for who they thought won the debate. And then while all of that's going on, we're going to be doing audience questions. For the audience questions, historically, they have turned into like mini debates. So what I'm going to do is each audience member is going to get 1 or 2 minutes to ask their questions and have a back and forth with the contestants. But after the 2 minutes, you will get dropped immediately. Don't be offended. We're trying to be fair for everybody and give everybody equal time. So with that, judges, now would be the time to finalize your decisions. I'm going to put up the poll, and then we're going to get to audience vote. Or if there's any
I set up the poll, Coco. I just want to know if you could just like look over it and see if I need to like change anything up. But I like how I set it up. But you know, it's up to you.
Let me see if I can.
The judges have mostly finished, and we decided that I'm going to go and levy my. I don't want to talk about judgments, but my thoughts first.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I didn't come up with a point system because I thought that wouldn't exhaust the points being made. So I took a general overall points and substance. We'll get it over with. I think AP won, but there are a lot of different reasons why I think, but not to get into all of them. One of the main reasons is that, even if you grant all the empirics about, that NoDegree referenced about women being hypergamous, even if you're as charitable as possible and saying all those are true, in my view, that would support that, women are there's some type of relationship that which exists between men and women, wherein men are higher ordered than women, such that the women wouldn't otherwise be able to achieve whatever their end goal is, and that they need a man to do it, which seemed to be counterintuitive to the point he was arguing. And that's one of the main reasons why I gave the substance over to AP. It's not even for anything AP said himself. It's just because, not mostly anything that AP said himself, but it's because it seemed like the points being made were either irrelevant to the topic of debate or establishing the topic as true, or actually counted in favor as the topic being true from both parties, and that's why.
So are you? Who are you declaring the winner?
He said AP. Yeah, he said AP.
We can do audience vote, or do the other judges want to render who they thought won? Are you guys ready, or do you need time?
I can go next.
I'm doing questions for the audience, or how's that going to work?
Yeah, we're gonna do questions. And
we're gonna do questions after the judges give their intake. I think that should be fair, right? Right, Coco, or no?
Yeah, we can do that. I guess the judges are ready, so I guess go ahead.
Unless Jim wanted to go first, I could go. Oh yeah. Do you want to go, Jim, or are you good?
I'm gonna say you could go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll just say that I do agree with the points that Cage made, but not to mimic the same exact points. I'll try to say something different. I noticed, just to start it off, I do think that AP won. It could be the case that, from what I heard, all of what NoDegree was saying is true, and by everything he's saying, even the parts that weren't really relevant, because it seems like the atheist only needs one particular example of misogynistic behavior within the Bible. But for you to move to a different part of the Bible or a different part of the text and give an example of something that goes against misogynistic behavior would require you to argue that we should view the Bible as not some dispersed text that were put together, but as a whole coherent story that you should approach with a particular hermeneutic. And that wasn't argued for. And so I think, the things that you said about the other parts of the Bible, like I said, going against misogynistic behavior could still be true. And I think AP's point still goes through. So that's it for me.
Okay, thank you for that. Just Jim, you can go ahead.
Thanks. I kind of when I was listening to it and judging this debate and how I'm going to judge the other debates is how closely each interlocutor was able to argue for the topic that's at hand, whether pro or against. How closely were they able to stay on topic, and whether their rebuttals fully addressed the opponent's argument, and whether the cross-examination was handled adequately, as well as the information that was presented, whether it was presented in a way that was clear, and whether the interlocutor was organized in terms of the structure of their argumentation and debate. And looking at this, I'm gonna have to go with Atheistic Preacher, because I think that he presented an argument related to the topic, was able to present information to support his argumentation, and I think with the rebuttal and the cross-exam, he stayed on point, whereby NoDegree may have had pretty good points, but I think they deviated from the topic of whether the Bible is not misogynistic. I would have rather seen him at least give some indication on how the Bible itself is not misogynistic, a little bit more than just overall stats about women and gender roles in general. So for that reason, I think I'm gonna give the points to Atheistic Preacher.
Okay. And with that, we're going to move on to audience vote. The judges voted 3 for Atheist Preacher. So congratulations, Atheist Preacher, on your win.
Thank you.
We are going to go on to audience vote. Haru's the first person up here. And Haru, you're going to get 2 minutes.
Can I have big screen? Can I have big screen real quick? Because those are my
Can we
questions.
put a timer? Can we put a timer on each guest so that we know we're not going over?
Yeah, each guest is going to get 2 minutes, and then Haru, you want big screen? Keep it appropriate, please.
So those are all my questions.
Damn. Okay. Anyway, wait. Before you get to your questions,
Read that.
the polls. Did anybody take a screenshot of the polls?
I didn't take a screenshot, but hopefully
It was-
someone could.
So I'll read it real quick.
Went according to the polls.
Can we repeat my time?
AP won the votes on the polls. I'm just. Yeah, I have to see. Did anybody take a
You
screenshot of that?
you got 4 votes, one from somebody who voted for you as a theist, and then 3 people who voted for you and they're agnostics.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so since NoDegree can't hear it, this doesn't require like any talking. I have an honest question. Why are men that haven't done research on the topic that they debate should be on TikTok like platforms? I understand men talking on topics they are informed on. However, a man that doesn't know how to debate at all with any information that they are able to debate on the topics informed. I have another question. Can I get free therapy for like going somewhat insane with a terrible like debate between
First question. I don't know what your first
no,
question
like
is.
this doesn't like I can send this to you later, NoDegree. Yeah. So I have like another question. Can I get free therapy for like the terrible debate that like I saw with like men defending misogyny?
I think she's just up here with a
yeah.
platform. I don't think she's asking us a question.
Please, hold on, Haru.
So,
You have a
I mean,
question?
if
You have a
time
question
is of the
specifically
essence, she
directed
needs
at
to ask a
somebody?
question.
Okay, so technically it's supposed to be questions, comments, concerns, but he was asking rhetorical questions, I guess.
There was one on there that I saw that they didn't have a chance to read, but I think it was addressed towards me. Could I address it?
I guess. Do we
Sure.
want
It'll be real quick.
but
So
but really quick, do we want to bring Haru back, or are we just
Yeah, let's bring Haru back.
Read her small
And
print.
if it's
Just have
not
it, or she wants to
Haru.
ask a question. But
Yeah, Haru.
I mean,
Just let's ask a question, but then just try not to be rhetorical with it. Just ask the question that you actually want answered.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's not have like a slaughterfest. But
Yeah, we want to keep it professional.
oh, Then,
Yeah.
do you have any questions for them? We'll give you a minute, but do you have any questions that they can actually answer?
So atheistic preacher, were you like reading off of like a script or like reading off the notes?
Both. So I took the time to go through and plan out my introduction and conclusion, but I did take notes while NoDegree was speaking, and I addressed those while I was talking to him.
Yeah, like 8 down because like typically what I've somewhat seen like with debates is like individuals will just use AI to like write their scripts. So W atheist preacher on that, like.
Yeah, no, I think that would be lazy to just use the AI like that. So yeah, I just wrote down my research on it.
And atheistic preacher, I have like another question. Do you believe like this was like a good debate?
I think that it could have been better. I wish that I had a little bit more time to address certain points and talk about others, and I wish NoDegree gave a little bit more of a debate on his side for an argument of why the Bible isn't misogynistic instead of trying to tie in modern dating app data to back then.
Yeah, so thank you.
Okay, and with that, we will move on to the next person that wants to ask questions. Does anyone in the comments, I don't see anyone in the request, but does anyone want to come up and ask any questions? We're right on time. Our next debate starts at 7:26. It's going to be Forest versus Wisdom Songs on Is Christian Teaching Inherently Harmful to Children? Yeah, that's gonna be the next topic. Do we got any like last minute questions? Forrest is stepping in for somebody. Oh, Rabbi, what an honor! Thank you.
Oh wait, no. Truly Cosmic was first.
Oh, Truly Cosmic was first. Okay, yeah. Either way, but an honor to have both of you on the platform. But yep, you got 2 minutes. Truly Cosmic.
Truly Cosmic. Truly, you there?
You there?
Does she even know she's up here?
No, maybe not. Let's just move
Kick
on
them
to the
if
next
they
one.
don't answer.
I'll
like
just
5
mute.
seconds,
Yeah,
kick
I'll
them.
mute until maybe. Okay, Rabbi, go ahead. You there?
I am here. Okay, so I only caught the tail end, but as you wanted to use the idea of man versus bear in terms of this idea of misogyny, I would say if you wanted to use the biblical understanding, why wouldn't you just turn to Proverbs 17:12, where it says it is better to be around a she-bear robbed of her cubs than a man in his folly? Even the Bible tells you to choose the bear. And when you're going to debate about something such as misogyny, the fact that you have two men debating over something that men do not experience is a very weird flex.
Well, I guess that's a question for me. That's actually a good point, but that point could have been made in my favor about the woman. But what I'm simply saying here, and this is, look, I knew going in, I said, I can present the facts. Atheists want facts all the time. They want the data. But I knew that feelings don't care about facts. So I knew that Atheistic Preacher would just call it gibberish and just disregard it. And it actually proved a point that I often make, that I can argue that, look, the Bible is just dealing with the nature of men and women, this hypergamous behavior of women versus
I don't think
men
you know what
not
that means.
practicing hypergamy. Well, it means marrying up, trying to elevate yourself.
That was not a thing within the cultural context.
Well, what I'm
that
saying
you're trying
here
to
is
speak on.
it's just the natural order of men and women. That's why it says Adam, the suitable helper. She's looking for someone who she can help, but she doesn't want to have to lower herself down. And this is just the way, the nature of men and women altogether.
None
And
of what you are saying is anywhere near correct.
Well, None
of what you're saying, Matt, is correct.
What I'm saying
Proverbs
here,
17:12 is not in your favor.
I've asked
you know
women,
that, right?
I've
Proverbs
literally asked
17:12
women
is
on
not
this.
something that is in your favor.
I've asked women on Discord these questions, and they actually agree they would prefer to be married to a king or a side chick of a king than the wife of a peasant, because they mentioned this protection type thing.
Well, hold on, pause right there. Rabbi, do you want to insert another comment, or were you going to say one last thing?
I will say this. I appreciate when anyone has intellectual or any type of conversation that regarding the biblical text, but that would require a little bit of knowledge of biblical texts. Why you keep inviting NoDegree to come unarmed to a debate he will never understand is beyond me. At this point, it's just shaming him, or he's got a humiliation kink.
With all due respect, I just come with the facts. My opponent didn't. That's pretty much.
Hey,
Now I
None
can
of
say
what
my
you said was
opponent.
guys,
I can.
no,
I
we'll
can.
move
I
on to
can
the next
say
person.
my.
Sorry,
I can
we
say
don't have
my
enough time.
opponent.
Sorry. We don't have
Yeah,
enough
we
time.
gotta cut it
Okay,
there.
we have to cut it loose. Oh, sorry.
If she's going to say this, then I need to address what she said, right?
Okay, you got
I mean,
one
do I not get the
sentence.
Go
final
ahead.
word? I am a
You have one
debate. I am
sentence.
a debate
Try
opponent, right?
to be concise, please. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay,
be
so what
concise.
I'm
You got one
saying here
sentence. We
is,
gotta move on.
I provided the passages where clearly Jesus says the most important things is mercy and love. And why Christians don't see this is beyond me. And these other passages, these were never refuted. So the debate, in my mind, that was it. But I also backed it up with scientific fact, which my opponent did not have. And that was my approach. And I liked it, and I would do it again if I were debating this topic.
Okay, we'll cut
Okay,
it there.
thank you. Okay, so Truly Cosmic, are you there?
You got something for us?
Truly, you there, or do we have to drop you? Okay, Truly, thank you for coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah, we gotta move on.
Yeah, we have to. Okay, it's I thought Tiny was on the requests. I don't know if he still wants to come up. I guess not.
Can, but
I mean, we had 2 minutes left, anyways. All right, so
yeah, we got to get to Forest versus Wisdom Songs. Hopefully they're in the room. But,
I mean, we could get it.
okay,
Yo.
Tiny, you got 2 minutes, and we can get that in before we move on.
NoDegree, do you think you won this debate? If so, how?
Hands down. Because I presented yet again, I even showed that if I make a parody of reasoning argument doing the exact same thing, he couldn't refute it. And if he thinks that that's a bad argument, then by parody of reasoning, his own argument is a bad argument. And this is what I did. I do this a lot in debates, but I could just simply do
Parody
that.
of reasoning argument?
I'm almost finished here. But I thought I won because
The
I
reasoning
presented
argument you provided.
I presented the passages of scripture that elevate women, that show women are equal, things of this nature. And I also provided the scientific data that shows that women behave a certain way and men behave a certain way. And the Bible is just simply dealing with their natural behavior in a fallen world.
What was the scientific data you provided?
Did you listen?
Well,
One of them was that women practice hypergamy, men don't.
He said he had no scientific sources.
This
Yeah, what
is
were the
based
sources you
on.
provided?
I mean, there's a number of them. I mean, I didn't. You want me to just go out and start
One
looking
source?
for that?
Did you provide one source?
No, he said he didn't have any.
No, but I have plenty of data. I mean,
So you
it's
didn't
not
provide the scientific data. You do realize
well, I
that,
mean,
right?
what I'm saying here is that it's non-controversial. I mean, all you have to do is who practices hypergamy the most and Google it, and they'll say women. That's
well,
every
Did you
expert
provide
knows
that
this.
data?
wait, hold on,
You
hold
didn't
on.
provide that data.
Really quick, moderator. Hold on, guys.
Just scientific fact. I thought
guys, hold on. A point that I can make as a
disagree with that.
hey, moderator speaking. Hold on, comment. A point that I can make as a moderator is if you're going to say that you have scientific data for something, we need to see like sources. You need to present the data. I don't want to be biased or anything, but it seems as if you're saying,
what if he agrees with the data? Do I need to present it?
Well, yeah, you.
Because he could have.
Wait, hold on. Wait, let me finish real quick. Wait, NoDegree, hold on. So, like, if you make a claim that there's data, even if your opponent agrees with it, when you say there's data, you have a burden to present the data and the sources that you have. It sort of seems like you're saying like there's data and like it's obvious and you should trust it, but yeah, what he's asking, I guess, is like, can you present any sources to back that up?
Because I've been in plenty of lives where you've been in, and I've seen people talk about the evidence for evolution and never present any data. So what I'm saying here is my opponent in the debate had an opportunity to say, present the data. He didn't do that because he knows, and everyone knows here, that the nature of women is to practice hypergamy. Now, I think most I think most atheists didn't know what hypergamy meant, but they understood it once I explained it to them.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it there. We're gonna
May
try
I
to see
say
if we
like
can-
one thing before we say goodbye?
Yeah, you can say.
Just like 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, you can get 30
Yeah,
seconds.
I just want to say
Before we
I just
do
want to say
have
thank you again for having me up. I greatly do appreciate this, and moving forward, I would love to do any kind of debates with anyone in regards to like the resurrection, slavery, free will, and stuff like that from a biblical perspective. So if anyone is interested in that, please send me a message. But yeah, thank you for having me. It was a great time.
Maybe we can do that.
I would rather have someone else. Sorry.
Okay, and yeah, we can move on.
Scientific data is gibberish.
Yeah, we can move on. We need to grab the next debate contestants, but thank you both for being here. We do appreciate it. Yeah, and we'll try to get the recording up on YouTube.
Thank you for those 3 agnostics that voted for me.
By the way, if anyone took a screenshot of those poll results, please send it to me on Discord or find some way to get it to me. But okay, let's clear the panel, and we're gonna try to focus on getting those other people in here. The panel, and we're gonna try to focus on getting those other people in here. After that, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there should be like 4 more debates. But if you're a judge and you need to go, we can look through the audience and probably find. We can probably find. We can probably find some, but let us know. We'll make accommodations. 9:18.
Next.
Or no, it should
Or
be
in an hour.
Forrest.
In an hour from now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like in an hour.
Forrest and then Matt and Monkey Boy. Okay.